We have the opportunity today to continue our Easter celebration, and we've been sharing for the last 3 weeks now in a series on Koinōnia, what it means for us to be a community that shares our lives and resources together. And today is our Commitment Sunday, where hopefully you received in the mail this week information on a pledge card for the year to come. So we'll have an opportunity during worship to bring those forward. And at this time, I would like to invite Mark Warner to share a mission moment with us as part of our Koinōnia series.
Good morning. My name is Mark Warner. I started coming to Muhlenberg 19 years ago. My wife Jenny and I were looking for a church home, and we walked into those doors back there, and we found such a welcoming, warm, and friendly community, and it's still that way today. Since then, my life's been enriched in so many ways through my involvement with Muhlenberg. Every Sunday at Sunday school, I get to hear the wisdom of others. The Y group I attended became a men's group, which in turn has become a true brotherhood. I've had the privilege of sharing the word as a lecturer, and I've been involved with a whole bunch of other stuff. If you don't know, stuff is a Lutheran technical term. It is found in the Small Catechism. I think it's page 27, so it's fine print. Muhlenberg is our home, and it's our church family. I used to say we were a faith community, but I don't say that anymore. I say we're a faith family. We worship together, we laugh together, we cry together, we grow together, and we care for each other. But as a family, families don't like to talk about money. But I am going to say a couple things about money today because I think it's really important. If we don't talk about money, we can't realize fully our hopes, our dreams, our aspirations. If we don't talk about money, we might not be able to make sure the water's running and that the lights are on. We have to remember that church doesn't run just on faith alone. It runs on utilities. The electric company really doesn't care if we have any faith, but they do care if they get paid or not. So today I want to share a couple words about money, but more importantly, in the broader sense of stewardship. Stewardship, when you think about it, that's where faith meets the spreadsheet. And the spreadsheets, they don't always win. Stewardship, where that cheerful giver notion that my mama always taught me about, it becomes more than a goal, it becomes a challenge at the same time. Or stewardship, where we get that crazy good feeling when we don't succumb to the statement, I'll give when I have more. But rather we turned the statement into, wow, I gave more before I had more. I like to look at it this way. I like to look at it as that we must realize when the offering plate is being passed, it's not being passed to us, but it's being passed through us. That's truly God's grace. And I want to end with this story. Years ago, I was at my parents' house in Richmond with my family, and my daughter, Katie, she and I were in the backyard playing, and my parents' next-door neighbor, Mrs. Robinson, came up and talked to us. Mrs. Robinson had lost her husband to Alzheimer's a year earlier, and it left her financially strapped and emotionally distraught. And Katie and Ms. Robinson started talking, and all of a sudden Katie said, "Today's my birthday. I'm 7 years old." And Mrs. Robinson's eyes got so big, and they had this wonderful conversation together about past birthdays. After a little while, Katie went back out to play. Several hours later, there was a knock on the door, and it was Mrs. Robinson. And she was wearing her frayed dress and her worn-out shoes, and she had in her hands a gift. She had a birthday gift for Katie. The gift was wrapped with a wrinkled ribbon. It included a box of those little raisins. There was also a box of used crayons and a dollar bill. What an example of abundant generosity. What an example for all of us. In that one moment, Mrs. Robinson left a legacy of abundant generosity. Will this be your moment to leave a legacy of abundant generosity? I hope so. Thank you.